Hello and welcome. My name is Greg Cohen from JWB, and I'm so excited that you've made it to our property listings page. I'm going to spend the next minute or two just walking you through how you can use these property listings to your advantage so that you can learn more about how these investments are created or even add this property to your portfolio if you'd like. The first thing you'll notice is that this experience is probably very different than any other experience you may have had investing in real estate in the past. And guess what? It's meant to be that way because the old way of investing in real estate and in rental properties wasn't very fun. With a lot of work, you had to get a lot of information from a lot of different people who may or may not have had the same goals that you've had. And investing with JWB is meant to be very, very different. One thing you'll notice here as we start to look at these property evaluations is that all of this information has been created and supplied for you in advance. And it's all from the background of how can we produce a great return on investment for you. So you'll see things like the estimated return on investment, estimated monthly cash flow. You'll also see purchase prices and expenses that come along with owning rental properties. And this is important for you to know in advance, because if we can set the right expectations, then we have an opportunity to underpromise and over-deliver for you. And hopefully you'll buy many properties with us over a very long and fruitful working relationship together. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen so you can see an example here of a property listing. What we're looking at here is the home at 6523 Alvin Road, Jacksonville, Florida, 32222. This was a property that was just recently purchased by a JWB client. And the first thing I'm going to direct your attention to is what you need to be paying attention to first, which is your return on investment. What we do is we break down the different returns on investment depending on your purchase method. If you're purchasing with cash, you're going to have a different estimated return on investment than if you're purchasing with conventional financing or a non-recourse loan. And if you have questions about all of these, my team is here to help. You can schedule a time to speak with us at any time. Be happy to break this down for you. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to break it down assuming that you're using conventional financing. And the estimated return on investment is actually 8.2% for this property on Alvin Road, with a total monthly cash flow of $185 a month. Now, this includes your net rental income, and that estimated return on investment also includes tax savings and principal paydown. It does not include an appreciation rate right off the bat. If you see down here, appreciation is actually 0% for this initial example. So when you see estimated returns on investment from JWB, they don't include home price appreciation right off the bat. That surprises some people because Jacksonville is actually known as a growth market. We appreciate here more than the national average and more than comparable cash flow markets across the country. So the question is, well, why don't we put that appreciation rate in there? Well, many people don't understand is that appreciation does happen, but you have to give it a long enough runway. History shows us that home price appreciation levels tend to repeat themselves in a given market, but you have to invest for a full market cycle. And so I don't know exactly how long you're planning on investing. I hope you listen to me and invest for a full market cycle like I do. And if you do, then you can count on the historically accurate home price appreciation rate for your market. In Jacksonville, it happens to be 4.3% per year on average is what we appreciate. And that goes all the way back since 1991. So if you want to see what the return on investment would be, assuming that we continue to experience that average appreciation rate over a long-term hold, it would be well over that 8%. You can see here almost 24% return on investment. Again, if you have questions about how leverage works and how those returns skyrocket because of leverage, that's what my team is here for. I'm going to back that back out, get that down to 8.2%. But you can see how you can adjust with your numbers. If you want to put a 2% appreciation rate in there, if you want to put a 6% appreciation rate in there, you now have the ability to maneuver this however you would like. On the left-hand side, you'll see all the pertinent information for actually building those estimated returns on investment. Purchase prices, rents. You see both the rent range and the amount that we expect to rent the property for. Property taxes, insurance costs, if we had HOA dues, those would be included. Management fees and other important characteristics for the home. One thing I wanted to share with you is how you can adjust the financing terms to your own specifics when looking at the property evaluations. If you'd like to maybe make a different decision as far as how much money you'd like to put down Well, here's where you go. Go over to the Analysis Conventional Financing tab, which is right here. And it's going to take us to this tab. Right up here, you can start to see your financing assumptions. And now these assumptions are used to generate the estimated rate of return. You can see that down payment is actually 25% here. Many of our clients actually put 20% down. You'll have the option of putting 20% down or 25% down many times. And if you'd like to put 20% down, you can put that in here and see what your estimated return on investment would be. As you'll see, that's had a pretty big impact. It took us from a little bit over an 8% return to over a 9% return. You can also adjust the interest rate, right? If you wanted to adjust your interest rate, maybe to 3.75% because you think you can get a really great interest rate, well, you'll see what the impact is on your return on investment. Let's say that you wanted to change it from a 30-year mortgage down to a 15-year mortgage, right? What does that do for your total return on investment? All of these things can be maneuvered and changed based on your specific information, and that's the real power of these property listings. So if you have additional information that you'd like to seek, if you're interested in adding these properties to your portfolio, you can do it a couple of different things. You can schedule a time on this page right here and schedule a time with my team. We're going to break down this property for you and also help you build a plan so you know exactly how to accomplish your goals through rental property investing. You can also schedule a time to speak with my team individually. You can go to chatwithjwb.com, chatwithjwb.com. We'll be able to, set aside time and really help you go through this process so you can act with confidence. Happy investing, everybody.